Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we'll be reviewing the S.H.Figuarts Chun-Li Outfit 2 from Street Fighter. Now, much like the Ryu that I've also looked at, this Chun-Li is most likely based off the Outfit 2 from Street Fighter 6, but it's also a direct re-release of the figures that they had done a few years ago. Now, the Outfit 2 versions are slightly different in terms of re-release. They have changed the colors completely and added an additional face, but the sculpt itself is exactly the same. Posability, everything like that, they're pretty much exactly the same figures, just a new face and a new backdrop for sort of like dioramas. Now, I used to have the original S.H.Figuarts Chun-Li, I don't anymore, much like the Ryu, I got rid of it. I regret that a bit, but I've got these ones now, which is pretty much why I got these. But the original Chun-Li had a completely different color of outfit, and it wasn't nearly as pearlescent or metallic, and I'll throw up a photo of it at some point in this video so you can sort of get an idea of what we're dealing with. But again, much like the Ryu, this is a re-release, nothing too crazy if you've got the original. It's the exact same figurine, just a slight difference in terms of accessories and paint. And taken out of the box, you can see what we've got. So Chun-Li comes with 4 faces, a bunch of different hands, her rapid kick accessory, as well as a backdrop. And she comes with more hands than Ryu, and that's because she is slightly more expressive in battle than Ryu, but Ryu did come with what he needed to come with, and again, Chun-Li comes with what she needs to come with. But set up on a display here is Chun-Li, and I think with the color background that I've chosen for lighting, it makes the sort of aqua metallic pearlescent look of her outfit way more noticeable. This is a pretty big departure from her original color S.H.Figuarts, which I don't think was metallic. I think it was just like a deep, slightly shiny blue, which sort of matched her classic outfit a bit more. I think in terms of shades of blue to what I imagine Chun-Li normally is, it's somewhere between this blue and the original release's blue. The metallic pearlescent look of this figure is very noticeable, and I think it is a little bit off-putting, but generally it is fine. It draws your attention to the gold accents and all the folds and detail in the outfit way more, so I guess that works quite well. But generally the sculpt and paintwork is quite good. I really like the color that they went with for the thighs and boots. I think it looks quite nice. All of the paintwork is good. The entire outfit is painted. The little bracer spike things that she has are painted as well, and all of the face details are done nicely. She scales well with the other S.H.Figuarts figures, so here she is next to the Ryu as well as the Storm Collectibles Jury, and in action poses they all look really, really good, which we'll get into shortly. So Chun-Li has a ball joint at the head and base of the neck, which allows her to move around fairly freely. The neck isn't as free as Ryu's, but it is still pretty good. Her arms can move out that far. The little buns on her hair can swivel out of the way, allowing her arm to move all the way around. It can butterfly in a bit, can't move all the way out, unfortunately, but there is an upper arm swivel, bend at the elbow, and hinge at the wrists. The braces can also rotate around. There is a ball joint in the upper chest, which allows for pretty good crunches and side to side. The skirt is a soft plastic, so it can bend out of the way no problem. She can do the splits perfectly. She can kick forward and back really far, which is perfect for Chun-Li. She's got a bend at the knee, swivel at the upper thigh, just at the ball joint, a pivot at the ankle, and hinge at the toe. And it's pretty much what you expect out of this line and out of a figure of Chun-Li. It's all in the legs. I would have liked a proper thigh swivel, but it is fine for what we've got, and she feels pretty good to play with. Much like Ryu, I'm fairly confident in moving her around. I would have liked a little bit more movement in the upper arms, but it is fine. In terms of accessories, she's got the neutral face out of the box. She's got a happy eyes closed smiling face, which is for her like victory pose. That is the new face in this release, I believe. She's got a mouth open shouting face, as well as a nice little smiling face. All of these faces are pretty well detailed. I do think they look a little bit too cartoony, whereas Ryu's I think looked more like a game model, but Chun-Li, I've noticed that her face and detail changes from figure to figure based on the artist and style at the time, so it is very hard to pinpoint what she should look like at any given moment. But with those accessories, you can get Chun-Li into some pretty good poses. I had a bit of trouble getting her into her standard standing pose, but I think I did okay overall. It's just hard to balance it out correctly. She scales well with things like Jada toys and other Figuarts just fine, and you can get her into high kicking poses just right. You can bend her in pretty much any way and it works quite nicely. The alternate hands look good, and I had a lot of fun getting her into some dynamic poses. I do like how the multiple kick accessory works, because you can segment different parts of it to sort of reduce the effect of the accessory, and it just splits apart into two parts and you just wrap it around the ankle and it works just right. Didn't have any problems with it. She can do the spinning bird kick pretty much flawlessly, and just about any other pose you could think of that is important for Chun-Li. She just looks good with pretty much anything. And I do like her addition of the backdrop. I think that looks very nice. It is based on her Street Fighter 6 stage, I believe. And it just looks really, really nice. And overall, it's a pretty good package. I do feel like you get a tiny bit more than the Ryu, but I do think that the Ryu is a better figure overall. But I am keen to see where they go with this sort of re-release new line of Street Fighter S.H.Figuarts, because they just did these two re-releases. They're doing a Guile, which is a brand new figure that they haven't done before. His faces look a bit funky, so I'm not really sure about getting that one, and Guile's not my favorite anyway. But they're also doing like Tekken characters, just a bigger focus on fighting games as a whole. But it is interesting because you've got companies like Storm Collectibles doing Street Fighter 6 characters now in their standard outfits, as well as Revoltech, Amazing Yamaguchi, going to do a lot of those characters as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this all pans out when all those figures are actually released, and if S.H.Figuarts sort of have to step up their game to accommodate for that. But overall, this is a pretty good figure and I had a lot of fun with it. Any Street Fighter figure, I think, needs something to pair with it, so it's like you need the Ryu and the Chun-Li or something else to go with it. The Jada toys are really good for that now, so it's a nice affordable range of figures that work well with other high-end collectibles, so I like that quite a bit. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed that video, and I will see you all next time.